entitled parent is triggered by my gayness. Backstory. I came out in June announcing I'm full lesbian. Simultaneously, I also worked up the courage to ask out this girl I have been crushing on. We've been friends for about 4 years now. So my GF lives in Philly, but she was overdue for a vacay. Even though I'm afraid of what is currently going on in the world, she was able to get on a plane and fly to spend time with me in Vegas. She is actually resting on my lap as I'm typing this. In previous stories I have mentioned how my cousin has 7 kids, and I usually do what I can to spend time with them. Well, last weekend I decided not to do deliveries and instead pick the kids up so they can meet and spend time with my GF. She was down as she always wanted to meet them. So after indulging ourselves in one another for pretty much a week straight, we were pretty satisfied and ready to interact with other humankind, besides my roommate. I let my roommate in on the details, and she is okay as long as her room remains untouched, as she was going out of town to visit some family. I understood and gave the Scouts honor. That's it for the backstory. Onto the show. The day of, I call my cousin and let her know that I want to kidnap her kids. She agrees as she loves them, but any free time she can have is a treat. I go to my mom and harass her to borrow her truck. She agrees. Mom lives in the same apartment complex as my roommate, and she has a hard time letting go. So my GF and I go pick up the 7 hooligans. Immediately they ask questions, and my cousin helps explain. Now the kids aren't stupid, they are fully woke, but I guess to them it's interesting to see gay up close and personal. We load then into the car and make our way to a mom and pop shop. Since we are in North Vegas, they usually have those shops everywhere, and pretty much all of them have the Hispanic candy my cousins love. So we get out of the car. I give each child $10 to go wild. The 3 eldest decline as they have their own money from helping in the neighborhood. They take out their neighbor's trash. The kids divide and conquer, and I grab a cart. My GF follows me as we follow the 3 little ones. As kids do, they pick up candy and chips and explain how much they love it and how their friends had the same at their house. So at this point all the kids have met up and the cart is half full. We stand in line, which is long, and with this 6 feet thing it's even longer. So we are pretty much chilling in the drink aisle on a tape deck on the ground. So I'm holding the cart, my GF is behind me with her arms wrapped about me. She is a foot taller than me, and the kids are surrounding the car like they are top flight security guards. As we wait, this kid comes up to us. Kid, excuse me, are you in line? Me, yes we are. He nods and goes behind us to the next spot of tape on the ground. Not even 4 or 5 minutes later, we hear from across the store a lady yell a name, and the kid behind us yells back to answer. From the end of the aisle, a lady round the corner with her mile-high cart full of groceries. I move to the side so that she can pass, but she stops in front of us. Kid, I'm over here, Mom. I'm waiting like you told me to. EM looks me dead in my face. Come up here, kid. Me, excuse me ma'am, we are in line, you will need to get behind us. EM, no it's fine, I'm just gonna go in front. The eldest now aware and looking up from his phone. Excuse me, you can't cut the line. Kid, Mom, just come back here. EM, you need to control your child. Me, you need to get to the back of the line. EM looks me up and down trying to find some ammo, and then she spots my girlfriend's arms wrapped around me. She scoffs. You two need to stop that. There are children around and they will copy what you do. If they see you being gay, that will make them gay as well. You should stop forcing your gayness on others around you. Me, excuse me. My GF isn't really confrontational, so she goes to take her arms from around me, but I use my arms to hold her in place. Me, my sexuality has nothing to do with who these kids are. They don't care about stuff like this because they are kids. Now get to the back of the line. EM realizes that she isn't getting anywhere and that all eyes are on her, shuffles her ignorance and intolerant ass to the back of the line. Now my GF and I reserve most of our love to the bedroom, so we aren't really heavy on PTA. But knowing how much it made EM either uncomfortable or pissed off was enough to fill my petty meter. My GF was mostly shy, but I was bold and had not one fuck to give. Every time that EM shot daggers in my back, I made it a point to tell my GF how much I love her. I kissed her hand, or even gave her a gently back message. The kids were giggling as they were well aware of what was going on. Em's kid was unfazed. The whole time EM was talking under her breath, saying things like, "They are all going to hell," or, "That's so nasty, women are not meant to be together like that," or my favorite, "They are probably using food stamps to pay for all of that. They should give those kids back to their fathers." Now this last one I feel had more to do with race, as my cousins are all mixed. I'm Hispanic and my GF is black. But it's whatever. The kids weren't paying attention, and neither was GF, as she was too busy thinking about my hand on her butt. I waited till we got closer to the register before tricking my GF to lean down so that I could pull her into a kiss. I heard EM gag at this. My petty meter reached levels of petty some could only dream of. We bought our stuff. I made it a point to flash my credit card while I paid. Then off to the car we went. After loading the kids and stuff into the car, I couldn't help but notice that the car next to us beeped. I looked up to see the EM making her way to her car. I figured one last show for my adoring audience couldn't hurt. I pulled my girlfriend down into a deep, passionate kiss. We literally made out until the EM got into her car and drove off. The whole time she was gagging and dry heaving. GF, you really are an asshole, you know that. Me, but you love me for it. Now I may have went too far with the last kiss, but we trigger people in public by just holding hands. Screw homophobes. Edit, holy crap, I love you guys. So my GF and I literally just woke up after snoozing on this post. I was checking social media and dipped Reddit and well. Also for the concern of the kids in the store. I had took them to the store to pick up their own snacks, because they know what they like. Every kid wore their mask for the entire time, and they remained the appropriate distance required from other people. I get the concern, but we all took showers immediately after entering the house and I washed clothes. Love the support and the comments, we are still going through them. Thanks for all the awards too. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the gay shenanigans. Expect more stories in the future, because as long as there is intolerance to my gayness, the more I will piss people off with it.
Is this bitch really that dumb? It's like, okay, they're like watching TV. They're gonna imitate what the TV's doing? I truly hate people that think that because they see something, they're going to be like that. And I really hate the body check look. Like, it's where you like look someone up and down. I got body checked one time. But yeah, it's like, okay, she's holding on her. That's it. They're not like full out making out and grabbing each other's boobs. Like, I love how the children are around the basket like security guards. That is a child. Oh my god, especially candy or just whatever it is to get like something they really want. They're just like, mine. Also, I was talking to T and he says, have you got to the makeup part? I'm like, he's like, yeah, that would be me.